Hi guys, today, I'm going to talk to you about lakes. A lake is an area filled with water, localized in a basin, that is surrounded by land, apart from any river or other outlet that serves to feed or drain the lake. Lakes lie on land and are not part of the ocean, and therefore are distinct from lagoons, and are also larger and deeper than ponds. Lakes can be contrasted with rivers or streams, which are usually flowing. Most lakes are fed and drained by rivers and streams. Natural lakes are generally found in mountainous areas, rift zones, and areas with ongoing glaciation. Other lakes are found in endemic basins or along the courses of mature rivers. In some parts of the world, there are many lakes because of chaotic drainage patterns left over from the last ice age. Many lakes are artificial and are constructed for industrial or agricultural use, for hydroelectric power generation or domestic water supply. Lakes can also be constructed for aesthetic, recreational purposes, or other activities. Tectonic lakes, volcanic lakes, glacial lakes, fluvial lakes, oxbow lakes, lateral lakes, solution lakes, landslide lakes, aeolian lakes, shoreline lakes, organic lakes, peat lakes, anthropogenic lakes, and meteorite lakes are all different types of lakes. Most rivers can come in different sizes. Here are the different lakes from largest to smallest. Caspian Sea is the world's largest lake with 371,000 square kilometers, or 143,000 square miles. It has a length of 1,199 kilometers, or 745 miles with a depth of 1,025 meters, or 3,363 feet. It borders Kazakhstan, Russia, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, and Iran. Lake Superior is the largest of the Great Lakes with 82,100 square kilometers, or 31,700 square miles. It has a length of 616 kilometers, or 383 miles with a depth of 406.3 meters, or 1,333 feet. It borders the US and Canada. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa with 68,870 square kilometers, or 26,590 square miles. It has a length of 322 kilometers, or 200 miles with a depth of 84 meters, or 276 feet. It borders Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. Lake Huron is the world's largest lake island with 59,600 square kilometers, or 23,000 square miles. It has a length of 332 kilometers, or 206 miles with a depth of 229 meters, or 751 feet. It borders the US and Canada just like Lake Superior. Lake Michigan only borders the US with 58,000 square kilometers, or 22,000 square miles. It has a length of 494 km, or 307 miles with a depth of 281 meters, or 922 feet. Lake Tanganyika is the world's longest freshwater with 32,600 square kilometers, or 12,600 square miles. It has a length of 676 kilometers, or 420 miles with a depth of 1,470 meters, or 4,820 feet. It borders Burundi, Tanzania, Zambia, and Democratic Republic of the Congo. Lake Baikal is the world's deepest lake with 31,500 square kilometers, or 12,200 square miles. It has a length of 636 kilometers, or 395 miles with a depth of 1,637 meters, or 5,371 feet. It only borders Russia. Great Bear Lake is the largest lake in Canada with 31,000 square kilometers, or 12,000 square miles. It has a length of 373 kilometers, or 232 miles with a depth of 446 meters, or 1,463 feet. Lake Malawi has more fish than any other lake with 29,500 square kilometers, or 11,400 square miles. It has a length of 579 kilometers, or 360 miles, with a depth of 706 meters, or 2,316 feet. It borders Malawi, Mozambique, and Tanzania. Great Slave Lake is the deepest lake in North America with 27,000 square kilometers, or 10,000 square miles. It's a length of 480 kilometers, or 300 miles, with depth of 614 meters, or 2,014 feet. It only borders Canada. Lake Erie is one of the Great Lakes with 25,700 square kilometers, or 9,900 square miles. It has a length of 388 kilometers, or 241 miles, with a depth of 64 meters, or 210 feet. It borders the US and Canada just like Lake Superior and Lake Huron. Lake Winnipeg only borders Canada with 24,514 square kilometers, or 9,465 square miles. It has a length of 425 kilometers, or 264 miles, with a depth of 36 meters, or 118 feet. Lake Ontario is the smallest of the Great Lakes with 18,960 square kilometers, or 7,320 square miles. It has a length of 311 kilometers, or 193 miles, with a depth of 244 meters, or 801 feet. It borders the US and Canada just like Lake Superior, Lake Huron, and Lake Erie. Lake Ladoga is the largest lake in Europe with 18,130 square kilometers, or 7,000 square miles. It has a length of 219 kilometers, or 136 miles, with a depth of 230 meters, or 750 feet. Lake Balkhash only borders Kazakhstan with 16,460 square kilometers, or 6,300 square miles. It has a length of 605 kilometers, or 376 miles, with a depth of 26 meters, or 85 feet. Lake Maracaibo is the largest lake in Venezuela with 13,210 square kilometers, or 5,100 square miles. It has a length of 159 kilometers, or 99 miles, with a depth of 60 meters, or 200 feet. Lake Vostok is the largest lake in Antarctica with 12,500 square kilometers, or 4,800 square miles. It has a length of 250 kilometers, or 160 miles. It has a depth of 900 to 1,000 meters, or 3,000 to 3,300 feet. Lake Oneg only borders Russia with 9,700 square kilometers, or 3,700 square miles. It has a length of 245 kilometers, or 152 miles, with a depth of 127 meters, or 417 feet. Lake Erie borders Australia with 9,500 square kilometers, or 3,666 square miles. It has a depth of 1.5 meters, or 5 feet every 3 years, and a depth of 4 meters, or 13 feet every 10 years. Lake Titicaca is the largest lake in South America with 8,372 square kilometers, or 3,232 square miles. It has a length of 177 kilometers, or 110 miles, with a depth of 281 meters, or 922 feet. It borders Bolivia and Peru. Lake Nicaragua only borders Nicaragua with 8,264 square kilometers, or 3,191 square miles. It has a length of 177 kilometers, or 110 miles, with a depth of 26 meters, or 85 feet. Lake Athabasca only borders Canada with 7,850 square kilometers, or 3,030 square miles. It has a length of 335 kilometers, or 208 miles, with a depth of 243 meters, or 797 feet. Lake Tamima only borders Russia with 6,990 square kilometers, or 2,700 square miles. It has a length of 250 kilometers, or 160 miles with a depth of 26 meters, or 85 feet. Lake Turkana is the world's largest alkaline lake with 6,405 square kilometers, or 2,473 square miles. It has a length of 248 kilometers, or 154 miles with a depth of 109 meters, or 358 feet. It borders Ethiopia and Kenya. Reindeer Lake only borders Canada with 6,330 square kilometers, or 2,440 square miles. It has a length of 245 kilometers, or 152 miles with a depth of 337 meters, or 1,106 feet. Wasukul only borders Kyrgyzstan with 6,200 square kilometers, or 2,400 square miles. It has a length of 182 kilometers, or 113 miles with a depth of 668 meters, or 2,192 feet. Lake Omi only borders Iran with 6,001 square kilometers, or 2,317 square miles. It has a length of 130 kilometers, or 81 miles with a depth of 16 meters, or 52 feet. Lake Vänern is the largest lake in the European Union with 5,545 square kilometers, or 2,141 square miles. It has a length of 140 kilometers, or 87 miles with a depth of 106 meters, or 348 feet. It only borders Sweden. Lake Winnipegosis only borders Canada with 5,403 square kilometers, or 2,086 square miles. It has a length of 245 kilometers, or 152 miles with a depth of 18 meters, or 59 feet. Lake Albert borders Uganda and Democratic Republic of the Congo with 5,299 square kilometers, Oregon 2046 square miles. It has a length of 161 kilometers, or 400 miles with a depth of 58 meters, or 190 feet. Lake Mweru borders Zambia and Democratic Republic of Congo with 5,120 square kilometers, or 1,980 square miles. It has a length of 131 kilometers, or 81 miles with a depth of 27 meters, or 89 feet. Lake Netilling is on the Baffin Island with 5,066 square kilometers, or 1,956 square miles. It has a length of 113 kilometers, or 70 miles with a depth of 132 meters, or 433 feet. Lake Nipigon only borders Canada with 4,843 square kilometers, or 1,870 square miles. It has a length of 116 kilometers, or 72 miles with a depth of 165 meters, or 541 feet. Lake Manitoba only borders Canada with 4,706 square kilometers, or 1,817 square miles. It has a length of 225 kilometers, or 140 miles with a depth of 7 meters, or 23 feet. Great Salt Lake only borders the United States with 4,662 square kilometers, or 1,800 square miles. It has a length of 121 kilometers, or 75 miles with a depth of 10 meters, or 33 feet. Qinghai Lake only borders China with 4,489 square kilometers, or 1,733 square miles. It has a depth of 32.8 meters, or 108 feet. Lake Saimaa only borders Finland with approximately 4,400 square kilometers, or 1,700 square miles. It has a depth of 82 meters, or 269 feet. Lake of the Woods borders the US and Canada with 4,350 square kilometers, or 1,680 square miles. It has a length of 110 kilometers, or 68 miles with a depth of 64 meters, or 210 feet. Lake Khanka borders China and Russia with 4,190 square kilometers, or 1,620 square miles. It has a length of 90 kilometers, or 56 miles with a depth of 10.6 meters, or 35 feet. Lake Sarigamish borders Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan with 3,955 square kilometers, or 1,527 square miles. It has a length of 125 kilometers, or 78 miles with a depth of 40 meters, or 130 feet. Lake Dubaunt only borders Canada with 3,833 square kilometers, or 1,480 square miles. Lake Van is the largest lake in Turkey with 3,755 square kilometers, or 1,450 square miles. It has a length of 119 kilometers, or 74 miles with a depth of 451 meters, or 1,480 feet. Lake Peipus is the largest transboundary lake. It borders Russia and Estonia with 3,555 square kilometers, or 1,373 square miles. It has a depth of 15.3 meters, or 50 feet. Lake Uvs is the largest lake in Mongolia with 3,350 square kilometers, or 1,290 square miles. It has an average depth of 6 meters, or 19.6 feet. Lake Poyang borders China with 3,210 square kilometers, or 1,240 square miles. It has a length of 170 kilometers, or 110 miles with a depth of 25.1 meters, or 50 feet. Lake Tana only borders Ethiopia with 3,200 square kilometers, or 1,235 square miles. It has a length of 84 kilometers, or 52 miles with a depth of 15 meters, or 49 feet. Lake Amajuak only borders Canada with 3,115 square kilometers, or 1,202 square miles. Lake Melville only borders Canada with 3,069 square kilometers, or 1,185 square miles. Lake Bangweulu only borders Zambia with 3,000 square kilometers, or 1,158 square miles. It has a length of 75 kilometers, or 47 miles with a depth of 4 meters, or 13 feet. Lake Kivu is one of the African Great Lakes with 2,700 square kilometers, or 1,042 square miles. It has a length of 90 kilometers, or 56 miles with a depth of 475 meters, or 1,558 feet. Lake Iliamna only borders the United States with 2,622 square kilometers, or 1,012 square miles. It has a length of 124 kilometers, or 77 miles with a depth of 301 meters, or 988 feet. General Carrera Lake borders Chile and Argentina with 1,850 square kilometers, or 710 square miles. It has a depth of 586 meters, or 1,923 feet. Lake Argentino only borders Argentina with 1,466 square kilometers, or 566 square miles. It has a length of 20 kilometers, or 32 miles with a depth of 150 meters, or 492 feet. Lake Toba only borders Indonesia with 1,130 square kilometers, or 440 square miles. It has a length of 100 kilometers, or 62 miles with a depth of 905 meters, or 2,969 feet. Lake O'Higgins borders Chile and Argentina with 1,013 square kilometers, or 391 square miles. It has a depth of 836 meters, or 2,743 feet. The Dead Sea borders Israel, Jordan, and Palestine with 810 square kilometers, or 310 square miles. It has a length of 50 kilometers, or 31 miles, with a depth of 298 meters, or 978 feet. Lake Fanino is also called Lake Cami in Spain, with 645 square kilometers, or 249 square miles. It has a length of 98 kilometers, or 61 miles, with a depth of 449 meters, or 1,473 feet. Lake Geneva borders Switzerland and France with 580.03 square kilometers, or 224 square miles. It has a length of 73 kilometers, or 45 miles, with a depth of 310 meters, or 1,020 feet. Lake Nahuelhuapi only borders Argentina with 530 square kilometers, or 205 square miles. It has a length of 10.1 kilometers, or 6.3 miles, with a depth of 464 meters, or 1,523 feet. Lake Tahoe only borders the U.S. with 496 square kilometers, or 192 square miles. It has a length of 35 kilometers, or 22 miles, with a depth of 501 meters, or 1,645 feet. Lake Ohrid only borders Albania with 388 square kilometers, or 150 square miles. It has a length of 36.4 kilometers, or 22.6 miles, with a depth of 300 meters, or 980 feet. Lake Karakol only borders Tajikistan with 380 square kilometers, or 150 square miles. It has a depth of 230 meters, or 750 feet. Lake Mjosa is Norway's largest lake with 362 square kilometers, or 140 square miles. It has a length of 117 kilometers, or 73 miles, with a depth of 449 meters, or 1,473 feet. Cochrane Lake borders Chile and Argentina with 325 square kilometers, or 125 square miles. It has a depth of 460 meters, or 1,510 feet. Lake Te Anau only borders New Zealand with 344 square kilometers, or 133 square miles. It has a length of 65 kilometers, or 40 miles, with a depth of 417 meters, or 1,368 feet. Lake Poso only borders Indonesia with 323.2 square kilometers, or 124.8 square miles. It has a depth of 450 meters, or 1,480 feet. Lake Wakatipu came from the Maori word Fakatipu with 289 square kilometers, or 112 square miles. It has a length of 75.2 kilometers, or 46.7 miles, with a depth of 380 meters, or 1,250 feet. Lake Quesnel only borders Canada with 266 square kilometers, or 103 square miles. It has a length of 100 kilometers, or 62 miles, with a depth of 610 meters, or 2,000 feet. Lake Teletskoy is the largest lake in the Altai MTS, with 233 square kilometers, or 90 square miles. It has a length of 78 kilometers, or 48 miles, with a depth of 325 meters, or 1,066 feet. Lake Matano only borders Indonesia with 164.1 square kilometers, or 63.4 square miles. It has a length of 28 kilometers, or 17 miles, with a depth of 590 meters, or 1,940 feet. Lake Como only borders Italy with 146 square kilometers, or 56 square miles. It has a length of 46 kilometers, or 29 miles, with a depth of 425 meters, or 1,394 feet. Lake Chelan only borders the U.S. with 135 square kilometers, or 52.1 square miles. It has a length of 81.3 kilometers, or 50.5 miles with a depth of 453 meters, or 1,486 feet. Lake Atitlan is the deepest lake in Central America with 130.1 square kilometers, or 50.2 square miles. It has a depth of 340 meters, or 1,120.8 feet. Lake Manapuri only borders New Zealand with 142 square kilometers, or 55 square miles. It has a length of 28 kilometers, or 17 miles with a depth of 444 meters, or 1,457 feet. Lake Ranau only borders Indonesia with 125.9 square kilometers, or 48.6 square miles. It has a depth of 229 meters, or 751 feet. Lake Gander only borders Canada with 113.2 square kilometers, or 43.7 square miles. It has a length of 56 kilometers, or 35 miles with a depth of 288 meters, or 945 feet. Lake Singkarak only borders Indonesia with 107.8 square kilometers, or 41.6 square miles. It has a depth of 268 meters, or 879 feet. Lake Adams is a large, deep, cold water lake borders Canada with 137 square kilometers, or 53 square miles. It has a length of 63 kilometers, or 39 miles with a depth of 464 meters, or 1,523 feet. Lake Saez only borders Tajikistan with 79.7 square kilometers, or 30.8 square miles. It has a length of 75.8 kilometers, or 47.1 miles with a depth of 505 meters, or 1,657 feet. Lake Slocan only borders Canada with 69.29 square kilometers, or 26.75 square miles. It has a length of 39 kilometers, or 24 miles with a depth of 298 meters, or 978 feet. Lake Hauroko only borders New Zealand with 63 square kilometers, or 24 square miles. It has a length of 40 kilometers, or 25 miles with a depth of 462 meters, or 1,516 feet. Loch Ness only borders Scotland with 56 square kilometers, or 21.8 square miles. It has a length of 36.2 kilometers, or 22.5 miles with a depth of 226.96 meters, or 744.6 feet. Lake Crater only borders the US with 53 square kilometers, or 20.6 square miles. It has a length of 9.7 kilometers, or 6 miles with a depth of 594 meters, or 1,949 feet. Lake Tinsio is one of the largest lakes in Norway with 51.43 square kilometers, or 19.86 square miles. It has a depth of 460 meters, or 1,510 feet. Lake Hornindalsvatnet is Europe's steepest lake with 51 square kilometers, or 20 square miles. It has a length of 22 kilometers, or 14 miles with a depth of 514 meters, or 1,686 feet. The Great Central Lake only borders Canada with 49 square kilometers, or 19 square miles. It has a length of 35 kilometers, or 22 miles with a depth of 333 meters, or 1,093 feet. Lake St. Clair is the deepest lake in Australia with 45 square kilometers, or 17 square miles. It has a length of 15 kilometers, or 9.3 miles with a depth of 160 meters, or 520 feet. Lake Salsvatnet is Norway's second deepest lake with 44.77 square kilometers, or 17.29 square miles. It has a length of 22 kilometers, or 14 miles with a depth of 464 meters, or 1,522 feet. Lake Tozawa is the deepest lake in Japan with 25.9 square kilometers, or 10 square miles. It has a depth of 423.4 meters, or 1,389 feet. Lake Garibaldi only borders Canada with 9.94 square kilometers, or 2.46 square miles. It has a depth of 258.7 meters, or 849 feet. Lake Chicable only borders Guatemala. It has a depth of 331 meters, or 1,086 feet. Lake Azure only borders Canada and it is a fjord-like lake located in east-central British Columbia, Canada. It has a length of 24 kilometers, or 15 miles. Those are the different lakes by area, length, and depth. That's all that we need to talk about lakes. This is me, signing off.